People who work in the public service are much more positive about China, Russia and extremist groups like Hamas than wider British society. So they are the more positive people, and they're much more negative about Britain. So, for example, if you ask them the question, has Britain done more harm than good in the world? There's a high proportion of people who work in our public sector who think we've done more harm than other people out in wider society, which I think is terrifying, given the fact that those people literally work for this country, right? Are paid by the British taxpayer, and in many cases might even do things like work for the Home Office, right? And if they are of the view that Britain has done more harm than good in the world, and that they're more sympathetic towards countries like Russia and China or Hamas than they are to Britain, that's terrifying. But these are the kind of people that Labour have surrounded themselves with for decades. And so that's why they've ended up in this situation, really. And that's why I think they can't fathom. That's why they're scrambling around. Again, that speech that he did there about, the Island of Strangers speech, that's the classic example. So that, I don't think, has got enough stick. So Sir Keir Starmer basically stood up and did a big speech about how, we don't know each other anymore. Immigration is way out of control. And, we're turning into an island of strangers. Basically, really saying that multiculturalism has failed.